All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For me, optimism is. Now, we've all heard definitions of optimism. According to Webster's dictionary, it is an inclination to put the most favorable construction upon actions and events, or to anticipate the best possible outcome. In other words, it is giving hope when it is hopeless. We now know the definition and our feelings towards it. Optimism could be good or great to you. However, the real question is, what is it? To me, optimism is helpful, but only because it is a two-step process. Optimism is hope. You might ask me, why do you feel that it's hope? Isn't it just another person's point of view? Well, it is another person's point of view. However, we need to understand the fact that when sharing our view to someone who is hopelessly lost, it could become their view on the situation as well. Optimism is looking at the bright side, the positive, the greener grass, any way you want to put it. If your view is optimistic, it can become very powerful in a situation. Many people share their optimistic views in order not to panic or to keep someone else from panicking. Optimism is control. Now, how can someone demonstrate control with optimism? The answer is simple, really. If someone is able to be optimistic in a tough situation, then they are the ones who are more likely to succeed. They realize the things that need to get done in order to step out of their situation. They use their optimism to its fullest extent, therefore giving them the power to think about what they have and use it to their advantage in the future ahead. One example of modern optimism is a recent event that has impacted many lives. On January 15th, 2009, the U.S. Airways Flight 1549 encountered the loss of both engines due to bird strikes, which could have amounted to catastrophic results. The commanders of this flight were Captain Chelsea B. Sullenberger and First Officer Jeffrey B. Skiles. What do you suppose went through their heads? You and I can probably both agree that we'd be in complete panic. However, that's not what happened in this case. Instead, the captain knew that so many lives were in his hands, and he was able to miraculously land the plane in the Hudson River with no serious injuries or fatalities. This was a do-or-die situation. The captain knew it. If it weren't for his skill and his training, he would have never been able to pull this off. Without optimism, however, he would not have taken the chance. He had faith in his training and experience, even though the odds of survival were very low. Just look at what optimism was able to achieve there. Optimism is a gift. It's the gift of having and sharing a smile. Many historical figures have quoted using gifts such as optimism. It's gone back to people like John F. Kennedy and Theodore Roosevelt when they stated, "I believe in power, but I believe responsibility should go with power." In fact, thousands of people over the years have stressed the importance of using optimism in particular. Many, many more will continue to do it in the future. Optimism has been around through the centuries as one of the greatest things a person can have. How many times have we seen optimism succeed? I've seen optimism succeed when it's applied in school, yet not everyone takes advantage of the optimistic views and philosophies. How can that be when people around the world, people like you and me, are optimistic? That's exactly my point. Just look at the things that optimism was able to do for those who have used it in the past. With optimism, we can do anything. Optimism is greatness. Optimism is positive thinking. However, we must use it in order for us to get there. Optimism is power, and as author William James once stated, pessimism leads to weakness. Optimism to power. Thank you.